What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be covering a mid-skin fade stretched out. So our first step here is going to be the clipper all the way closed, and then we're going to start making that line around the middle of the C cup, bring that around the ear and drop it a little bit in the back, and then continue this all the way around. After we have our zero guide here, we are going to take our trimmer and we're just going to tap right underneath the zero line that we put in before. Just make sure not to go right on it because you will push this up. And now the same concept for this next step with the shaver. Like I always say, it's the same thing as the trimmer. You don't want to go too high up because it will push that line up. So just keep it right underneath where you were with the trimmer and you'll be all good. So once we have the trimmer, shaver, and the zero done, we're going to go onto the first guide, which is the open blade on the clipper. Just want to make sure to follow that zero line that you put in right in the beginning. And you want this guide to be about a finger width in size. So once you have that open blade guide all the way around, we're going to start fading from the zero into the open blade. So I always start closed and then slowly open up the lever as I go up. So a really important rule that I learned the hard way many times is that whatever puts in the line is what takes out the line. So in this case, we had our zero guide put in, and then I took the trimmer underneath that, and I always say do not go too high, and in this case we went too high. So now we need to take that trimmer back out and just tap at that line, get that line out before we continue on to the next step. So our next guide is going to be the 1.5 guard, and this section is going to be about 2 fingers width, so about double what we did before with the open blade. And you're going to bring this following that same curve that you did all the way around with the open blade. To blend this in, we are going to use the half guard. The half guard all the way closed, starting at the bottom, tapping at that line, then opening it one click and moving that line up a little bit more. If you don't have a click lever, just imagine splitting the lever into around 3 sections is really all you need. You need closed, you need middle, and then you need all the way open. And that should get you a perfect blend. Here I just needed to take off the half guard and use the open blade a little bit more. I saw a little spot that needed it, and I might as well hit it now than have to go back later. Here we just go back to our half guard work and we make sure we can blend out that line right above there, and if we cannot, then we have to go to the 1 guard. And like I was just saying, as you can see here, that line is not coming out with the open half, so we have to use the 1 guard. And I start all the way open with the 1 guard, tap that line. If it doesn't come out, close it halfway, and so on and so forth until that line comes out. And then we are all done with the fade. Just kidding, we are not done with the fade yet. We do need to put the 1.5 guard back on and make sure this top line is a true 1.5, because now we need to blend this into the top. And to blend it into the top, we are going to use clipper over comb. It's one of the most important skills that I mention in every video, and this is a pretty good example of what it's best used for. There's a little bit of weight there. You could tap at it with the clipper over comb, get rid of all of it. If there's a little bit left, you can always go back with thinning shears or with regular shears, and everything will be perfectly finished off. And just like I mentioned, we're going to use some scissor over comb just to blend everything from the side into the top. At this point, you would continue to cut the top and then blend more afterwards, but here we are just letting the top grow, so we're just going to blend it into what we have. And that's our final cut. This is a haircut I really enjoy doing. I love stretching out a mid-skin fade. I think they are one of the best, if not the best looking haircut. And if you think so too, I'd really appreciate it if you left a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.